I need to call someone actually because there's a ghost in my house actually. Wait a minute. There's no ghost in my house. Even though I have my phone right over there, actually, I'm actually recording this review right now. So yeah. Oh, and also speaking of ghosts, what can I review today? I know, and today I am going to be doing my movie review on Who You're Gonna Call? Ghostbusters! Yep, that's right, and today I am going to be reviewing Ghostbusters. So yeah, so before I go, I'm going to say this when I actually go right over here. So yeah, cue the intro. Hey guys, this is it. I am going to be reviewing this movie right now, today. So yeah, so without further ado, mass hysteria, that's right. And let's start this review on this movie right now, actually. So yeah, so without further ado, let's start it right now. So yeah. Hey guys, this is Evan's Disney's Film Corner 2023 here on today. Guess what, guys? And today I am going to be reviewing Ghostbusters 1984. Came in the year of 1984. So yeah. So I'm going to read this plot on the internet. So yeah. So basically what the plot's about, after the members of a team of scientists lose their crushy persons at a university in New York City, they decided to become the Ghostbusters to rig a high-teach battle with the supernatural for money. They stumble upon a gateway to another dimension, a doorway that will release an evil upon the city. The Ghostbusters must now save New York City from completely destruction. So yeah. So that's basically what the plot's about this movie. So yeah, I did remember that this movie actually did came out on June 8th of 1984, and also yeah. And also I did know that this movie was actually in production. Actually, Ghostbusters was inspired by Dan Orkin. Sorry, I mispronounced that name, but that's okay. Fascination of Brief in Paranormal, which yeah, he wrote in the book in the history of ghosts. So yeah, which also he also draw the idea of mesmerizing comedic ghost films in the mid 21st century, such as comics such as Abed and Calypso, or Bob Hope, and also and the Brody Boys, which also this movie also was Also, this movie was also a massive success. It actually became the second highest grossing movie of 1984, alongside Beverly Hills Cop. So yeah, guys. And also this movie is actually directed by Ivan Reitman. Rest in peace, Ivan Reitman. So yeah, guys. I mean, we do miss you actually. So yeah. Yeah, he was such a great director. So yeah, yeah, guys. So what do I think of this movie? I have to say, this movie is definitely a classic. I mean, this is definitely a comedy classic. Like, yeah, Ghostbusters is definitely one of the best comedy movies ever. I mean, yeah. And also, I know this movie is actually an hour and 45 minutes. So yeah, and also, yeah. And also, yeah, and also this is my favorite movie from Eddie Murphy as well. I mean, yeah. And also let's talk about the cast of this movie, which I honestly thought that Bill Murray as Peter Vickman was fantastic in the movie. He was also hilarious in this movie, especially that hilarious line, "mass hysteria." That line's so funny. So yeah, and also which. And also, and then also the other actors in this movie were also really great, like Sigourney Weaver, or Ann Potts is in this movie, who also plays Jamie Muniz, which so I mispronounced her last name, but that's okay. So yeah, but also yeah, and also speaking of Ann Potts, I mean, you do remember her in the Toy Story movies, like. She was in Toy Story 1 and 2, even though she wasn't in the third movie. She wasn't in the third movie, but she was in the fourth Toy Story movie as well. Which honestly, I thought she was fantastic in those movies as well. And also, yeah, and also even Rick Moranis as Louis Toohey was also really good. I mean, I'll always remember Rick Moranis in Little Shop of Horrors and also Spaceballs, which honestly I'm thinking of reviewing Spaceballs. Probably this year or maybe next year. I am gonna think about it. So yeah, yeah. And also even the rest of the actors of this movie were also fantastic. Like Dan Aykroyd, like Dan Aykroyd, Harold Harams, and I mean Ernst, Ernie Hudson, and also Will Urban, and then were also fantastic in the movie. Even the rest of the actors of this movie were definitely phenomenal in this movie as well. So yeah, and now let's talk. Yeah, and also yeah, there is funny scenes in this movie as well, like he's smiling at me. Yeah, there was also a hilarious scene where yeah, there's also a hilarious scene in this movie where yeah, Lewis locks himself in his locks him out of his apartment, and also it's true, this man didn't do you know what. And also Laird's list of replies that needs for his incomparable, which yeah, and also yeah, and also don't cross screams, which is also really funny as well. That scene was also really funny. Yeah, and also the stay away from the Marshmallow Man as well. Yeah, even and also yeah, the Marshmallow Man. Speaking of the Marshmallow Man, has been becoming very popular. Has been an icon. So yeah, and also became so iconic and very popular. And also there was also a scene where he said, and I love this town, which is also really funny. And also we got smiled. And also yeah. And then even the library scene as well was also really funny. So yeah. So now let's talk about the music and the score of this movie, which is actually composed by Ernie Bernstein, which honestly is fantastic composing this movie. I mean, his score still holds up 39 years later. It still is fantastic. It still is phenomenal. I mean, yeah. And also, yeah, especially that it was something strange. Yeah, that opening that theme song right over there. That song's very catchy. And also, yeah. And now let's talk about the production design of this movie. I mean, it still holds up to this day. I mean, 39 years later, it still looks fantastic. It still looks phenomenal to this day. I mean, yeah, even they did use like practical effects in this movie as well, which still hold up to this day as well. So yeah, so overall, I have nothing else to say about this amazing, brilliant masterpiece. So yeah, so overall, if you haven't seen Ghostbusters 1984, where you've been, I highly recommend it. So yeah, so I'm gonna give Ghostbusters 1984. 10 out of 10. Spectacular. So yeah, guys, what do you think of my movie review on Ghostbusters? So yeah, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe my channel, and make sure to like this video. So yeah, stay tuned for my movie review on The Fabelmans, which will be coming out on Tuesday, June 20th. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, I'll see you guys later, and bye. And before I go, I'm gonna say this. So I make this wish. Who's your favorite fearless hero? We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno. You're just Papa Loco. Oh, what can I say except you're welcome and bye.